Hey, this is Therese with one mother and one daughter, and I want to do. Maybe I should turn this down a little bit more. I showed you this paper on another card that I used. It's Recollections Blackjack, and I didn't really show the papers, so I'm going to show them now. But I have been making a lot of cards with this paper, basically just using the black and white. Most of you do know that I had lost my mojo, and for like 3 months, even through the holidays, I wasn't really making anything or making any cards. But I have been using this paper pack. It also has these little, I don't know, parts in the front of it that you can cut up, like labels, and cut up and use. And I haven't used any of those. So today I'm going to show you how I made this card. So if you get this page, I got this from Michael's during the Valentine's Day sale, but this wasn't on the sale. But yeah, that's what I got. So I want to show you how I made this really, really easy sympathy card. And yes, it's another sympathy card. So first I'm going to show you what I use. Of course, this paper line. And this Martha Stewart punch. Breaking out all my old stuff, using them up so that I can have room to buy other stuff. So Martha Stewart punch. I used 2 stamp sets. One from Scrappy Moms. I don't know if she's even making stamps anymore. Scrappy Moms. And I used this one right here, Our Prayers and Our Thoughts are with you in your time of need. And if you know me from my other, this is like my go-to stamp set. This is the one I use most. This is the one I didn't have many stamp sets in the beginning, and I wanted something that kind of spread along a bunch of things. So I found a stamp set, and I used the stamp set. So that stamp set I used. Let me clip this back on. And I use My Favorite Things. What is this called? I don't know. Yep, the name of it is My Favorite Things, Peaceful Wildflowers. And I really got this for the flowers, but there are a lot of good sentiments. And for this card on the inside, I use I'm Here For You. No, I use Because You Mean So Much to Me, I'm Here For You. I'm Here If You Need Me. So I use both of those stamps on the inside of my cards. And this is also another good stamp set because it has a lot of things besides the flowers. It has May You Just Find Peace This Day. Just a note. You can use the flowers and just a note to make a stamp card. I'm Here For You If You Need Me. Could be for anything. So glad we're friends. At birthday wishes. Thinking of you. Because you are so near to because you mean so much to me. Of course, that one. And then thank you and hello. So this is another really, really good stamp set that if you don't have a lot of stamp sets, you can make an array of cards with the stamp set. I also used this die cutting set from Spellbinders. What is this called? Radiant Rectangles. And it comes with all of these. You can make all of these frames and little dies to go with it. And all I used was the oval. And it has like a stitching around it. So, you see that? I used that one. So, now that we got what I used out the way, let's get started putting the card together. To try to make it a little easier to follow, most of my pieces are already cut. My card is already cut, and I embossed the image. I embossed the sentiment on this card. I used what did I use? Stupendous embossing powder and my Versamark, of course, to stamp my image. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to bring my pieces for my card out. So let's go in reverse and start with the inside of the card, which I already cut. It's a little mark on there. Okay. use this side. Because there's a little tiny mark on here. What is that? No, it's not coming off. So I'll just use the other side. So this card was cut at the regular size, 4¼ by 5½, the inside part, and then I just use my Martha Stewart punch to go around the edge. So before we place that, I'm going to stamp my image, my sentiment on the front of the card. So I'm trying to find my gun. I couldn't find it. Okay, so I just like to put a little tape on the back to make sure it's straight. And what I usually do is line it up with the side and the bottom. And in this case, since there's ruffles, I'll just use the top of my ruffles to make sure that it stays and it's straight. That's how I usually do it. For the inside, I will not be embossing the inside. So I do have to pull out my stamps, and I want it, or this stamp set, my favorite things, and I want it to say more than just the one thing. So I'll be using, because you mean so much to me, I'm here for you if you need me. So did I do that on the inside? Because you mean so much to me, I'm here for you if you need me. And I like how some of the words is script and some of them are print. And both stamp sets, both both sentiments have that in it. So they both go together really well. So I'm going to use this one first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I do, I like to make it even. So I'm going in. I'm going to put it right in the middle of that one. And for the next one, I'm just going to try to get it even in the middle up to me. Okay, I'm going to have to get up. Perfect. And I'm on camera. Usually you're on camera and it doesn't work. So that's perfect. So let me just put this ink up. Oops. Did y'all see what I just did? No. Okay, so that is ready to be placed on the inside of the card. That's all I'm going to do. It already, oh no, that's not all I'm going to do. It already has the ruffle, so I don't have to do that. And I'm making it this kind of landscape fold. So I'm just going to even it out. It's going to be flush on the sides. I stamped it on that side anyway, but that's okay. So now, so just so it goes with the outside, y'all know how I really like to have my cards match the inside design with the sentiment, match the front of my card. So I'm just going to place this right above the top of that little dot that's been cut out, and that's going to be my guideline. So I'm just going to tape it up and cut it off. That would just be so much easier. Get adhesive so it don't come off. Perfect. Then you just get your scissors. Put that on. Now you can see where I have a little overlay right there. I'm not going to do that right now, but I will get back to that. Because I don't like that. Okay. So I have these little tiny strips. That's going to go on my card. Oops. It kind of defines the pattern paper and make the eye goes make the eye go where you want it to go. So I'll show you how I did these little strips. I'm going to put them right on top of the edge. Hold it down a little. It's defining my pattern paper. Kind of like, you see how it like bring it out? I like that look instead of just having it stalk against the paper. So you could put off the edge of that. Right at the top. To me, it just gives it such a better look. And that's the inside. I was going to take one and put it up here. My other card isn't like that, but when I did it, I was like, wow, I like that. But no, that's good. I'm going to do it just like I did my other card. So we're going to reinforce this. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to take this and cut it off right now. Oops.
New messages received from husband.
Okay. See that? That's much better. Okay, so inside is done. Now we have the outside. Now, this piece is cut at 3.5 by 5.5. And then I used the punch to punch into it, and that's how I got this length for the front of the card. 3.5 this way by 5.5, and then use your punch. So I'm gonna put this flush against the card. I don't like to use up all my adhesive when I'm doing cards like this, because they don't really keep cards like this. So you just want to make sure that in the middle that it stays on the card when you give it to them, but not so much that you're using up all of your product. So I'm gonna fix that. I don't know, my card is kind of slanted. Let's see. It's a little better. So this is going to go in the middle. And this is going to go on top. And this is cut at 2 1/4. Right there. We'll cut off any overhang after. I've really been enjoying using this pack of paper and coming up with different ideas, not just sympathy. I don't know, I guess when I first got it, well, not when I first got it, but after I got it, I just had a sympathy card to make, and from there it's been going with that. But I have made some birthday cards, and most likely I'm gonna put up a birthday card right after this. I'm just making sure it's even on both sides. So stay on those dots. I'm using those dots as my guideline. Oops. On one side I'm covering it up, on the other side I'm not. Let's see. A little further. Okay, that's perfect. I know everybody is wondering, where the hell are these? Oh, heck, should I say heck for all of you? Where the hell are these giveaway videos? I am still trying to come up with something. I'm sorry. I mean, I have a lot of stuff that I've been collecting, but I don't know what to do. I don't want to do something that everybody else is doing, and I don't really want to get like a whole bunch of stuff. Let me be totally honest with you. I do need some things. I just don't have a lot of room. So, okay, so that's the front. I did neglect and didn't tell. I used one more product. And what I was gonna do is pop this up. And to pop it up, I'm gonna use this right here. It's cheap, $129. It's not so. It's flat. You see? So it gives you the raised look. It separates it from the pattern paper, but it doesn't give you so much of a lift. One thing that I did decide to do, because you see how that's like blending in, and this die set doesn't have a how you call it, like a shadow. So what I did do was, let me move this to the side. Took my Spectrum Noir marker. Did I use Spectrum Noir? Probably. And I'm just going to go around the outside of those stitches. I thought that this would give me the look that I'm going for without having to use my Cricut to cut, to try to find a shape that would fit over there. So I'm just trying to be steady, and sometimes when you talk, it's hard to be steady. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I just don't want to mess this up after I already did it and have to do another video, because y'all do know I don't edit. And the main reason why I don't edit is because I didn't know how to, and I've seen some people make it easier. But now I don't even have a computer. So I'm basically using my phone to tape my videos, because I still want to do videos. I just can't edit. So you get to see everything in real time. How about that? Which is good. I guess it's good sometimes. But you can always fast forward. But don't not watch me. Please don't not watch me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so in the middle. And then I have these little black rhinestones. I didn't show y'all that because why? Because I forgot. These little black rhinestones on the side, but since I can't find those, I'm going to use these little pearls, which I'm going to use the black ones, and it gives you the same look. They're both black. These are a little bigger than those. So, and these were gifted to me from Enchanted Staff. Long time ago. I remember that because I put them in a bag and boom, there is the card. And it's really cute, and it's basically, well, I guess it's fast, even though it took a little bit. Oh, I forgot one thing is to put. Now you can see doing something like this. Okay, look at this card. This is the card I made. I didn't put the black on the outline yet. Can you see the difference? How you can make something pop out with just a little tiny strip of paper. So here's my strip, and I'll show y'all how I cut that. So I would say that this is like an eighth of an inch. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm going to show you. You just cut a little tiny strip. How it brings out your images to take your little. I wouldn't suggest saving some people do save every little bit. But I am in a small apartment and I can't save every little bit. But if you're doing a project and you have small pieces you left, you can always enhance your project by cutting those little tiny pieces into little strips and adding them to your project. So, how do you say it? A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to place it right on the top, not on the lace. The punch on the top edge of the pattern paper. I almost forgot to do that. So that's it. Now I'm going to show you really quickly how I made those little strips, because I get questions like that. So I'm going to just take a little piece of scrap paper and how I made it so small to go on my projects. I just use the edge of this little blue piece. So I'll put it across like this to the edge. Just cut little pieces. See? So you can take something like this and just cut little pieces to put along your edge. If you look in the inside, I've also did it to the bottom of this just to make it be cohesive with the front. So I know this was a little bit of time, but I don't edit, and sometimes you want to see a whole card. So thank you for stopping by my channel. If you liked my video, please give a thumbs up, and please do not be afraid to leave a comment, even if it's just a smiley face. So thanks again, Therese, one mother, one daughter. Oh, okay. I forgot to show you. I've really been working on this. I don't know. I think I'm on like a black and white kick thing. So I want to show you this other black and white card. There's no pattern paper on here. I use that same stamp set. Actually, both stamp set. No, I use the same My Favorite Thing stamp set to make this card. The flowers. And I embossed it. And I used my circle die to cut them out. This is a little plain. On the inside, say, may God who understands each need, who listens to every prayer, bless you and keep you in his tender loving care. And I thought that this would be nice as an encouragement card or as a sympathy card. Sometimes you just need some encouragement and let someone know that you're thinking of them and have them in your prayers. So this doesn't necessarily have to be sympathy. So anyway, I just want to show you this really quick other card. Black and white. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm just going to try to throw a little red in there, but at least that's better than not doing any video at all. So thanks again for stopping by my channel. And don't forget to thumbs up. It helps me make more videos and encourage me to keep going. So thanks again. Bye.